Hi, I'm Romeo Caparaso, and I'm from taxaccountingadelaide.com.au, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about myself and how I basically help businesses who probably feel that bookkeeping's got to be at its most efficient, and realizing that they think that they may be spending too much time or resources on their bookkeeping. And I basically also tell them that there's work with them and tell them there's alternatives to using MyOb software. That can be great for some people, but for some people wanting to minimize and make their accounting more efficient, there are other alternatives, and I work with businesses on helping them with that. So some of the main problems I see businesses are having are it's hard to stay on top of bookkeeping. They find that that it just seems to take too many hours to actually do their MyOb or their bookkeeping, and even if they're not doing this themselves, they may still be hiring a bookkeeper who's doing a great job, but it just may be that it just takes a long amount of hours to do the bookkeeping on MyOb. And so I'm basically working with small to medium business, giving them solutions to this and making their accounting efficient, so they're not spending so much money on just bookkeeping. And don't get me wrong, bookkeeping needs to be done, and it is worth the expense, but you want to do it in the shortest amount of time and at the shortest amount of cost, which means, irrespective of what your rate per hour is of your bookkeeper, you want it done in the smallest amount of hours, which is probably more important than their rate of bookkeeping. So I work with businesses to basically give them not just bookkeeping solutions, but that's a good start. I'll give them obviously bookkeeping solution, making their bookkeeping as efficient as possible, also having BAS returns done, and also having tax returns done. But with the time I save with you having a more efficient accounting system, we can work together and work on other business problems you're having, work on improving your business and working towards your goals, and maybe other business problems that you're having, which I think is most important. I want to give you a little example of a client I've been working with and what's happened with him. He approached me and basically told me that he didn't like MyOb, but he also just couldn't justify the money he was spending on the bookkeeper. And that's probably some of the things I've just told you about. But he basically thought, well, there's just so many hours going into this bookkeeping, but it's just really not a valuable expense in terms of, can I get this down? And so I worked with him, and we actually changed his software, and he's moved on to an online software, and his bookkeeping expenses have come down, and the time that we've spent on bookkeeping has dramatically been reduced. So that's the main thing we've achieved with him. But there's other little things that we've achieved as well, and that's he no longer has to sort of be with the bookkeeper while he can be out working, because I can do the work with him on the internet because it's online, so he doesn't have to be sitting there putting on his computer, losing jobs, which is important to him. He also felt like before, the MyOb used to be on his bookkeeper's laptop, but now he can obviously get to it anytime. It's just on the internet. It's on my internet. I can get to it from my house. He can get to it from his business or my business. Additionally, he doesn't have to worry about getting me the bank statements, because the bank statements are all feeding into the accounting software package. And not only that, he just needs to give me minimal information. There's only a little bit of information he needs to give me, which is the payroll information, a few little check numbers. He doesn't write many check numbers, but he gives me those, and a few credit card transactions or cash transactions he needs to add on that haven't been picked up from the bank statements. So he's dramatically saved time on his bookkeeping, so it's much more efficient for him. But at the same time, it's much easier to get done, so he keeps it up to date. He's got the available information all the time, and it's good for him because he's got that information available. He's also got his debtors and creditors right there all the time, and his cash balances are all up to date all the time, so he can manage his cash flow really quickly and easily. And the great thing for him as well is that he's got more time to obviously do the things he likes doing. He's minimised his bookkeeping, and he can use the extra time he's saved there on working with me on more value-adding things. And from my point of view, I love it too, because I can help him with bigger, and I don't hate at bookkeeping, but I can do more exciting, interesting, value-adding, strategic things with him other than his bookkeeping. So help his marketing, his cash flow, his procedures on his accounting, anything that business planning, all those sorts of things. Having information about his accounting that is there, so he's using his accounting to improve his business. Okay, so again, I just want to repeat my name. I'm Romeo Caparasa, if you haven't met me already. If you're interested in some of the things that I've said, I'd love to have a talk to you, have a discussion about some of the strategies we can put in place to making sure you're not too top heavy to your bookkeeping in your business, making your accounting a lot more efficient and effective, so you can spend more time with your business advisor, which is me, on more value-adding business improvement kind of processes, and having a complete accounting package which takes care of roots to the top: bookkeeping, BAS returns, accounting, income tax returns, as well as having contact to me to help you get towards your goals, and also sorting out any business problems that you may be having and getting your business to get ahead, so that you've got more time to work on your business and improve your business and achieve your business goals. I'm available for a discussion to help your business. You can contact me through my website, which is taxaccountingadelaide.com.au, or you can contact me on 0883374460. Thanks, I'm Romeo Caparasa.